K100 Radio. We're still live right here at the 3D Church 1 year anniversary. And we talked to so many people who've been instrumental in helping the church grow from day one. People who knew the pastor and the first lady before 10, 15 years, and then people who just became members and became acclimated with them. Right now, would you please introduce yourself to the broadcast? This is K100 Radio.
All right. Hey, thank you so much for having me. I'm K. Francis Smith, and I pastor Kingdom Builders Church, and that's where Pastor John and Lady T came from. And they got with me one time. This is, probably about 14 years ago. We were looking for a musician, and we put it out on the sign, and in comes this slim young man talking about he plays the keys.
Right.
And he had all his hair, and I never forget, he just was like, I play. And I used to listen to him, and this is a secret, so if he hears this, listen, he'll know I said it. He used to transpose notes on the keyboard. He had lazy keys. He had these big fingers. He used to transpose notes. And what happened was he started playing, and I could see that the Lord's hand was on him, even from an early age. So, this is before they were married. This is before he was preaching or teaching or any of that. He was a musician trying to work his thing out. And I'll never forget when he got married, and he needed more money than we could give him at the time. We were just, we weren't even started yet. And at the time, I was a director of the music ministry. And he needed more money, and he said, listen, Salem has, offered me X amount. And I said, listen, if it works for you, go for it. You got the blessing. And he went on to Salem. And then after that, he came back. And then here we are now. And they then launched 3D Church. And I'm so proud of them. I'm so happy for them. And I support them 100%. My wife, my family, and the church. So we're grateful.
So and that would say that he's had to obviously pull some inspiration from you and from your ministry, and to be able to do it and actually, to come out and go into the road and, producing and stuff, and then come back full circle, give it all to God, and then build this from the ground up. Did you see that in him early on? Did you see something like this maybe possibly being in him even back then?
Yeah, well, I saw the ministry in him, and I knew something great was in him. And I'll never forget being in those meetings. And he was young. Sometimes he'd come in with this samurai hairdo, and I would be in these church meetings with church people or church folk, they call them, and they'd say, he needs to change his hair. And I would have to say, listen, you do not know who this young man is. And I said, listen, 10, 12 years from now, this young man will be doing what he's doing, and you'll be sitting here doing the same thing you're doing now.
Right.
So respect the anointing that's on his life. And he's a young man. It takes time to grow into who you're becoming. So give him some grace and back up off the young man. And I covered him.
Right. And that was a good thing. That was a good job. And I thank you. Really appreciate you for coming over here, chopping up with us really quick for this event. How was the actual event really quick, this particular anniversary?
First class, 100% creative, fresh, hot, and it was 3D. That's all I can say. It was 3D. And listen, and I'm going to tell you, they say when a student is old, he'll be like his teacher. All the cool factors and all the things that they did learn at the Kingdom Builders, they put it on steroids, and I'm godly proud of them, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to witness the work that God's doing in Pastor John and Lady T's life. And man, salute to them. And 1 year at 3D Church, it was amazing.
Absolutely.
From the word to the worship, everything was amazing.
Great, and we've got to let you tell everybody how they can find your church and your information for your ministry.
All right. Well, we got it. We got the app. You can reach us, Kingdom Builders Church, on Android or iPhone, or you can go ahead and you can go on our website, kbcc.tv, www.kbcc.tv, or you can go on social media. You can find me there. I'm Francis Smith on Facebook, the K Francis Smith on Instagram, K Francis Smith on Twitter, K Francis Smith on Facebook, and Kingdom Builders Covenant Church on Facebook.
That's it. He's got it down pat. Thank you for chopping up with us, brother.
All right.
Pastor.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. How
All
you
right.
doing, young
Blessings
lady?
to you. That's my daughter, Kaylin.
Hey, how you doing?
She'll
All
be
right.
on the radio. Don't even know it. All right. Thank you.
All right, brother.
Peace.
We're live right now, K100 Radio, at the 3D Church 1 year anniversary.